Alright, have a potential curse seed here. Came into Dusk's queue. So it's Hornbreaker Prince and Root Seeds, which is typically a okay combo. I mean, Prince is whatever, but looks like Hichi Gaz has beaten it. Don't think I'm familiar with that name. I will say this, I think Dusk mentioned it came in through like the general Monster Train Discord, so there's probably, you might see this fill up, I don't know, with people that we're not super familiar with. But that's cool. So Talos Pusher and Chase could be annoying for this combo, honestly, but we'll see. The starters are not amazing. Battering Ram's probably the worst uncommon I'd like to see as a Hellhorn, but Steel Enhancer is okay. Honestly, the Awoken commons aren't necessarily that good, so you're always kind of getting something middle of the road unless it's a razor sharp edge. And Multi-Imp, I guess, is okay early. It certainly falls off pretty quickly, though. Darn. No Wrathful, but Brawler's not too bad here, I guess, because we do have the Steel Enhancers and the Root Seeds, so we'll just do that. Okay. Yeah, I think we just take the Root Split Mask. If we do end up with like endless imps, we're like awoken, so probably get quick. So only one awoken banner there. We could still get it at unit drafts and whatnot though. I'm thinking the Scorched Steel, even though it's technically probably better for me right now, it does make like the ability to torch my own imps a non-factor. Could make the Battering Ram useful, but you just take the Root Split Mask. It's just such a good artifact. Yeah, I don't know. Are there Divine Hordes as well? I think if there were Divine Hordes here, I'd be more apt to actually skip the spoons because we're so weak right now, but I'll probably just take it. Going to the steel, probably want some money. Those spikes are not what I want to see necessarily. It's probably fine, right? Because they're not enhanced by shards. I can take the backliners out with torches and molting imps, then I just have to beat some discipled protectors and we're good to go. Should be fine. Should I greed? Still have that and 2 torches. Yeah, I think so. Right, this guy's gonna be big. Take one of them out. Guaranteed to get this. Should I torch my steward? I don't think so. Let's just do this and get the lifesteal stacks eaten up here. I'm doing 50 damage per hit. That should be good enough. Right, apparently it was not quite good enough, but now it is. Alright, well we got a lot of gold. I have to imagine it's Fledgling Imp here. Yeah, that's not much consideration needed there. Could do Sharpen. It's arguably not really much better than Root Seeds or Steel Enhancer. It's in fact, probably worse, especially with Chased. But I feel like the ensnare, is, as auto as it usually is probably not that needed with a root split mask. If I'm in such a state where I need root split mask and ensnare, I'm probably pretty fucked. We have a fledgling imp at least. Of course, if I don't get endless, which, you know, I got enough money to do some rerolls. As long as we hit a unit here, we could probably go left here if I miss on like endless, and I could probably hunt for this here, because if I get a unit that's like decent, I don't really need another Hellhorn unit. The Awoken probably has a little higher upside, and the Herzal Horde is 50-50, right? I already got the only good Awoken artifact, and yeah, like, the Hellhorn ones would be good, but the Awoken ones are useless, so... One second. Alright, sorry about that. The dog was getting into something. Alright, where was I? Could take a Sharpen, I think. It protects me if I never find Endless here to just have at least something extra for Brawler or whatever. I think ideally we want like a... I mean anything really. Hellhorn units are just... they're all kind of decent, right? Endless. We got Endless already, so that's nice. 10 and Spell Chain. Probably not. Oh. Did I say Hellhorn units were decent? I guess there's technically 2 that are not. Well, that kind of sucks. Well, it's either skip or take the Alpha Fiend. The Alpha Fiend can't fit on the floor and also have this endless fledgling imp going, so it's like, what's the point of it, really? I don't know, I might just skip. If it's like Sweeper Boss though, like, it's potential that I do need the unit. I think I'll take it. I'm not super thrilled about it, but it's probably not the end of the world if I take it. I could also see just skipping there. Brawler's so fragile that I don't know. Like, I might build around the Alpha Fiend. I guess another thing I could do is like I could put Molting Imp into the Fledgling. I'm not necessarily opposed to that either. That would take care of quite a lot of this potential early game weirdness. At the cost of, you know... it's not clear where I'm going ring for. I got the Vortex, but the Hellvant with the Awoken Banner. If I happen to brick again at this Hellhorn Banner and I don't get anything at these rings, then we're probably gonna have to go here. And at that point, yeah, I Hellvant the Fledgling Imp, but it is one of those maps where the temple is like gapped, and these are some of the most toughest rings. So like, I don't know. Maybe I could just put the Molting Imp into Fledgling Imp right now. It would certainly be good against Tellus the Pusher. If I recall correctly, people that were dying around there. I could also re-roll here. I do have a lot of gold, and I'm probably not needing gold coming up. Let's say I get a good unit draft here. Would I just go left to try to get it some upgrades? Because as we said, we wouldn't need the banner at that point, and this Herzl Horde is middle of the road. Expected value is middle of the road, I suppose. And I'm going left just to hunt for quick and multi, but or health. It's one of the weaker. If it's not husk, it's probably needing health. So I probably do go left, which means I would want money. Let's say I reroll here. Am I just looking for health? This is just a temporary stopgap unit, right? You could just add it like some flat damage right now. I don't know, it does need some health. But that's an like expensive health. I'm basically spending 85 to get health. We don't even know if we get the health. If there's a multi, would I take it? Probably not. I just don't think you ever go in on Alpha Fiend if you can help it. And we can help it because we have a frickin' brawler. Huh. Well, tell you what, our wave clear is not, even for this next ring, it's not going to be very good. It'd be a lot of shards, but I think given the Hellvent position here, and the fact that, like, if I do get, like, a unit that Fiend goes into, or alternatively, like, if I pick up, like, a support unit here that, let's say I get, like, a Steelworker, I probably wouldn't go left. If Steelworker is, like, my best choice here, we still probably go right. In that case, I may need to, like, put a... God, we're going to be going pretty heavy on shards if we're going to do 2 infusions like that, but... I don't know, it seems like a little desperate to put the Molting Imp into the Fledgling Imp, but... yeah, let's not do it. Just keep it at 10 shards for now, and I guess just fight. Could Spell Chain a Steel Enhancer. Doubt that's very good. Yeah, let's just fight. Actually, somebody died right here. I think this is where the original Smitter died. So... Mark of Invasion. I mean, I don't need that money, most likely. That could screw me up. It's not Sweeper Bust, but it's the same idea. It's not as bad. Probably just bottom deck the Fledgling Imp. I don't know, can I take this? I have the Root Split and Mask. I don't think I should. Yeah, this is the type of start that exactly would have been horrible for it, because I don't want to run Fiend with the Prince here. But I don't mind running him there. Let's try to draw more. We want to get to that Imp ASAP, or just, yeah, like this. Oh, this is a beautiful multi-net turn. We could do this. That way I don't have to Ember Drain. And this is like some okay damage there. Yeah, this is beautiful. So we can go like that. Oh, he doesn't have spikes. That's fine. We just do that. And I would rather do that. If I gave you a Sharpen, it would kill that anyway. I mean, this would die to spikes. Why don't we do this? Still do want to do this, I think. But I don't want to get Ember Drained. Alright, that was a little scary. Goes down to... Ooh. 3 incredible cards. I mean, the Fledgling Imp Self-Infused stands out, definitely, to me. The only thing I'm worried about is just the ridiculous 5 armor that Telos armor gives. Yeah, we might as well call him Telos to armor. I mean, what portion is worse about Telos, the pushing or the armor? Maybe the armor. Vent would be a way to kind of help with that, because a Molting Imp right now doesn't kill him. It needs like a torch on top of it. I don't know, probably just self-infuse the Fledgling Imp though. So we didn't get a unit draft here, so we have to go to the right. We could still be like, here's a problem, like we could still be pretty fucked if this Hellhorn banner's a brick. What I have to imagine a self-infused Fledgling Imp here is just what we gotta do, because then I can Hellvent it there. I can't imagine between this, and this we're just completely missing. And even if I do, all I need is a tank even. Granted the tanks are probably 3 pip, but if I have to take a pip upgrade, I'll take one. I want 2 of these anyway, just so I get them faster. Yeah, let's do the self-infuse. I have to imagine that's fine. Glimmer right now doesn't really help unless there's damage here, which there might be. 2 1 out of 3 chances independent of another. But it also just, I don't know, the heal doesn't really help Prince. It would help the Hollows. It would be a heal, of which we have none right now. But again, the Brawler Prince just doesn't get actual health, it just gets armor. And yeah, it could eventually help out Alpha Fiend, but right now it's just 2 damage. It's such a bad unupgraded card. And this magic may not get hit. We don't know yet. I probably won't. I mean, I probably just want that Hellvent anyway. And an Awoken Banner is never bad. Really early Hellvents there. So the Glimmer has to hit at this temple to be useful, because there's no I'm not hitting these magics, and there's no temples there. Just seems unlikely that Glimmer's good for me. I could just take another Steel Enhancer. I mean, I'm mainly worried about Pusher, and this technically heals, quote-unquote, me for more than Glimmer does. I could also just skip. I mean, I already have 1 Sharpen, I don't need another. Arguably didn't need the first one. Just take this. So I'm probably like Steelworker would be the best. Rail Beater, that's the units I would want. Horned Warrior would be fine. Those are probably the 3 I'm targeting. -2 and 1. Ritual would have been nice there, but whatever. Jesus. What the fuck? Well, my favorite clan not coming through today. Jeez. Alright, well this is, I can already see why this one was submitted. You never suspect the double whammy, right? I mean, this is fucked, but we do have a Brawler Prince. I think we can build around it. I am now immediately very scared for Pusher, though. Like, theoretically, I may not even... I don't even know if I want to... Like, we may have to do what I was thinking earlier with a Molting Imp into the Fledgling Imp. I don't really see what taking these would do here for me. Like, another Alpha Fiend isn't solving any problems for me. The current one... God, this sucks. Alright, please be good. Technically they are, but... So that steel gets hit. That one probably doesn't. That one probably doesn't. They could get hit. But, I don't know. It could be good, though. Like, if I can get, like, a Shattered Shell or a Animus of Will, these would be good. Gosh, what if this is useless and somehow that is as well? I can solo with Brawler, I think, if that happens. I don't even think building around a Alpha Fiend at that point makes sense. I think we just take the Hell's Banners. This is the one that immediately can help me, and yeah. So if it's ×5 event, do I want to do anything here? Probably not. Like, even a -2 on the Sharpen is iffy. I should do this first, though. Don't know if I'd ×5 them, but maybe a ×1 just to save on shards. I mean, I think I have to do this into the Fledgling because how else am I going to get through Talos to push her? I just assume... Really? Nobody died here? I would have assumed this would be where people would be dying. Like, that last ring wasn't that bad. This is going to be the hardest point of the run, I assume. Unless we truly don't get any banner units. The rest of it. I think we do this. This is my only way to deal with these waves. Yeah, it's just, I'm at 35 shards. Don't think we take any more, because these are not, like... Even the Purge isn't that good there. Ooh. Gosh, it's awkward, because a lot of this deck currently revolves around just finding this Fledgling Imp, but I think we have these root seeds, especially, like, we just take this. I don't think we need to overthink things. The Hell's Banners kind of goes to waste a little bit here. Yeah, a little bit here. Purge would be interesting, but I'm already at 35 shards. Like, I don't want that, I don't want the armor, whatever you call it, but yeah, just sort of is what it is. Let's go like that. Look how bad Alpha Fiend is. It's such a bad fucking card. I think we gotta chump block this. I can't take 10. This bitch gets lifesteal too. Jesus. Alright, we got this early. That's a huge, huge benefit. I don't really need to torch anything, but... I mean, this... I should have just never even took the Alpha Fiend. In all honesty, like... We could do this and just have that eat the 10 there. I could technically do this. I think that's fine. We kind of want to keep that, right? Do we? Yeah, I mean, what else am I gonna do? Do that. Give you some torches. Look at that motherfucker. This is definitely one of those fights where we just have to have so much offense that, I mean, we just have quite literally no defense, so I mean, what are you gonna do? Let's definitely eat up some lifesteal. I don't know. I don't even know, like... Still wondering, like, should I have just gone with the, So we got 500 health. I don't know. This is gonna be iffy. I think we have it. Yeah, this should do it. It's definitely close, though. I think we made the right call. I don't know how I would have prevented enough damage. Now we're going to suffer in the long run because we didn't self-infuse the fledgling imp, but so be it. You know, these are not amazing. Spreading spores, I think, is just a never take. Especially into chased. Channel Song is just probably not good. And One Horn Tome is... the energy component is solved, but... I don't know. I think it's... if I do take something, it's One Horn Tome. The problem with Channel Song is, like, even if it helps me dig a unit out, the extra 20 health does not help me. For quite... basically until Divinity. Or maybe Ring 7 and beyond, but... it just means I play the damn unit less. Because I can't kill it. And that's not good. But the One Horn Tome does give me... you know, Brawler starts with some armor. Problem is I don't have... and, you know, I'm not guaranteed to really find an armor answer at this point. Like, I kind of have to hit, like, Steelworker right now. Or Alloy, because obviously Branding Right won't work. And... I don't know. I'm already getting enough multi-strike anyway with Brawler. I think this is just a skip. That sucks. Okay, now we're talking. So, it's either Husk or Steelworker. You could say the Husk is a little bit redundant with the fact that we have the Molting Essence on our Fledgling Imps. So in that regard, the Steelworker would probably be better. I mean, if we're going to go full Brawler, Steelworker is definitely something we could do. We could Hellvent the Imp. Which right now doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Makes sense if I take a Pip upgrade. Which maybe I can. I mean, I have these Root Seeds for extra draw. I have the Ember to play them. But... yeah. And then what I could do is Hellvent... here I could Hellvent the Steelworker. And then self-infuse. At that point, I'd be getting 10 armor a turn, maybe even more if I can get a Rail Hammer. The nice thing about Husk, though, is if I can get Quick, which could come in the form of a Animus of Speed, a Quick Tome, but that's only like 20% from here on out, and then obviously the Steels, which we determined only one of them is really super good to hit. Also comes quite a lot later. Like I had to go through Ring 4 and 5 without Quick. So, I mean, I think that actually, just thinking through that, I'd have to go through Ring 4 and 5 without Quick unless I get Animus' Speed. And even if I get it, I can't fuse it. So it's looking more and more like I just take the Steelworker here and rely on full Brawler for my offense and just hope that we can... the shitty thing is, like, Yeah, it's just gonna have to do. I think it's Steelworker. Now, it's not Ember. Is it Draw or Pip? It's the moment of truth. Because if I take Pip, I can Hell Vent this. I still find it twice as fast. And I can actually fit both onto the floor. So I think it might be Pip. The sad thing there is, I don't know, the deck's still pretty big, and I'm giving up a Vortex to do this. God. Yeah, I think we take... So, if I bottom deck like all of the Root Seeds and the Fledgling Imps, I kind of just die. Would being, so in that case, let's just say that there's like, basically, you know, all of them are at the last 7 or so. Like, I'll be at 30, what would I be at, 30 cards coming up, so... If I were drawing 6 a turn, it would take me 5 turns to go through the whole deck. If I'm drawing 5, it takes me 6 turns. So if I don't take a draw upgrade, it could cost me an extra turn that I don't find Fledgling. And if I take a Pip upgrade, I can fit both onto the floor. But is that needed? I mean, I'm getting 10 damage a turn, which is like 30 damage a turn, plus all of the AoE. I'm also not combining caverns with these, so it's not like... there's pretty low chance, really a 0 chance that I can help my Pip. You know, the caverns are just on sides that I'm not going to hit. I think it is Pip. I have the Root Split Mask to help me survive. I think we do, since we didn't self-infuse the Fledgling Imp, I think we need to do it this way. It would have been a speed, but yeah, these are just not happening. No way. So let's take this, dupe it. We will not take the money. Could flex Wrathful. If I did that, I mean, let's think of this in the context of Divinity. I probably don't need all those strikes. Like, I could just take 1 of Wrathful and then take a Brawler 2 eventually. I'm striking 3 times. I only need to kill 3 tanks usually because the Molting Imp Essence, I'm doing 30 AoE damage, 60 if I find Ashes, but 30 normally. That'll take care of any of the small dudes, so like even on like Tank Wave, I'm only having to kill the 3 tanks. I already got the 3 hits there. And when I get a kill, I get an extra 10 armor, so I could get, you know, 20 to 30 armor a turn with Wrathful. So, you know, then I'm actually gaining some defense. It also helps against pretty much every boss up until then, and then especially. So I get the 5 armor, eventually 10 here, and then even more with Wrathful. Also, if I do get hit by spikes or sweepers, I get some extra rage. This is all at the cost of an extra strike, eventually 3 extras. It'd be 2 extra strikes in the long run. So, On the other hand, as we said, it's only a single Fledgling Imp, so I'm getting 10 rage a turn. If 10 rage, say I never get any, let's say worst case scenario, I just never get anything to help the rage or the ashes, so let's say 10 rage a turn. I do have the Root Split Mask, but that... We also have the hit from the Steelworker. I think we go Wrathful. I'm good with that. Spell Shield is nothing here. We may want to go bottom. Because it's fucking Party Boy. And he's just enough to multi-strike. I know the Spell Shield's fine. I literally have torches. Yeah, maybe. And I have AoE. I need to get rid of this motherfucker. Because now I'm going to get extra Ember Drained for that. Now, because we start with this, I think we're just going to have to go top. Thanks for the 10 damage and destroying my draw. Could go like that. I don't think so, though. Right, we're bottom decking both the imps, but is what it is, I suppose. I guess they just die, don't they? Well, it's not looking great. We definitely got to get one of those good imps by now. Okay, we did get one. You are rooted. All right. We can put one down here. Gosh, this is still very iffy. I think we have enough. Yeah. Still got through all of them though. It's Party Boy for you. Important Work's really good here, I think. Is it? Does it win more? I think we would need it. I think it would help. There are times it will not be good though, admittedly. Quick Tome. Well, we end up finding it. That on Brawler looks pretty damn good to me. Definitely need a draw upgrade for the final one. I might Hellvent the Imp again. I know the plan was to do Steelworker, but if I have a Point of Wrathful, like... Before I forget, let's get rid of Fuck Fiend here. And Shit Ram. Right, what else do we need to do? Do I take this? I don't know if I do. Especially if I am gonna Hellvent this. The other option is just do what we talked about with the Steelworker, but I am wondering, like, do I need that? I still kind of do, right? Like, it needs to keep itself alive. But it immediately does not help me. Self-infused there, though. Removals will at least help a little bit. Seraph the Chase could be an issue. Can't underestimate that either. They're gonna be removing a lot of my rage. If I really want the Steelworker self-infused, I can do that here. I can Hellvent it there. I might as well just Hellvent the Imp right now. Bottom decking the Imp is what fucks me. If I find a Railhammer though, it's kind of a catch-22. It's like the Railhammer is just that much better with a self-infuse, but it also means I probably don't need to self-infuse. What does this do for me? Like, if there's like a Gurg's Goat or Ashes, I think I should take this. Yeah, that was regretful. I think Gnarled Root. I don't know. These are all horrible. But probably the Gnarled Root, I don't know. This is not the boss we wanted to see. God, I regret taking that. I should have. I knew I shouldn't have taken it, but in my mind, I'm like, what if that's one of the. Like, it could be Gurg's Goat, Railhammer, Ashes to Fall In. I didn't want to miss it. I got so much money. I could probably take. It's like, I'm either dead with or without it, but, I'm gonna be a little greedy. Do I care about the Ember Drain? I really shouldn't. I can just put this down there, it's fine. So, definitely that will help. This is the low roll of the important work. Fucking, okay, at least we got one of them. I stand by the Hellvent of this then, because, yeah, it didn't seem like it wanted to get found. So they'll both die. The enemy Sycophant, we don't want that coming through. I'm wondering though, like, is this worth it? Probably not. We only need the 2. Oops. We do this, and then they gain some armor, but then you know, this doesn't die to the AoE, so this should be good. We got him. Not by a whole lot necessarily, but we did. 69, nice. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Now, Tiresome Climb probably means I don't need to self-infuse the Steelworker. I could also do One-Horned Tome. So we're coming up on Arcus. Am I better off with this or this? They're both really good. One-Horned Tome and Tiresome Climb here. You know, the extra strike with the Wrathful would be nice. We're only striking twice right now. But, as I said, this kind of makes it so I don't need to worry too much about some stuff. Take the Climb, I think. we've already determined we have enough strikes, I think. Chaste is probably what I should be most worried about here. These are no good. Most of the Awoken uncommons won't be, though. If I see an Ensnare, I would probably take that. Spellchain Purge. Endless. Just get rid of the stewards. I think we want torches. And these stewards just are never really going to be good for us. We could maybe even get rid of the shards. I don't know. Like, I don't need that other energy, really. Especially when I have, like, Hell's Banners. So, Mark of an Exile doesn't do much, but it does give me a little bit of health early. Which I might want. I don't know, though. Light's Gift, it also half the time gets removed by Chaste, but also it would be still pretty okay in general sense. Could have troubles having my imps die, though, you know? And then they'll be getting armor, which makes it even harder for them to die. We're only hitting like one Merchant of Magic. So like holdover on the imp. And if I had holdover on important work, then I don't care about Light's Gift. I think honestly the Light's Gift has more potential to screw me than anything. This just gives me, I don't know, a minor amount of health that might be relevant. But yeah, it's not really, we're not getting the artifacts that we want. Some health here is great. Then just multi-strike would be nice. Beautiful. Now we're especially glad, I think, that we didn't take the One-Horn Tome now. So we're going to trinkets. We should hold our gold into that, I think. I could do removals. We got 20 shards to make up here. Spellchain that. I don't know. It would be an okay spell chain, but it would put me to 95 right now. And if I brick it again like we did that time, the annoying thing is it should be very unlikely for this to be drawn and me not able to use it, right? I have 5 imps in this deck, but I had 5 imps in the deck last fight too, and it still happened. So it's like, if I put the 15 shards in here, and that happens again, then I absolutely just made everything harder on myself for nothing. However, if I spell chain it, it's getting me an extra 10 damage. It's not even that much. I think if I'm not knowing, I'm getting a holdover, which right now it's a 50-50 at that. It's just not worth the spell chain. Like we'll find better use for our shards hopefully at some point here. I feel like I have such cheap removals that I should probably like remove some stuff though. Especially if I'm really only having the one vortex here. Let's really pay attention to our Ember and see if eventually these shards getting removed makes sense. I'll keep the 90. I don't even need to keep the 90. I think I am gonna just remove these Vengeful Shards. I have frickin' Hell's Banners, I just have no need of them, but we'll keep them for now. Alright, you're gonna have annoying stuff. Alright, let's do this. So I'd have one less Ember here, however, I would also not have this drawn in my hand. So far, we'll give a score to removing Vengeful Shard would have been good there. So who cares that I play those torches or not? I can do one of these. because it technically kills everything. But then I lose out on my armor. And then this sticks here. But I think that's fine. Having one of these build armor is just going to help. Put this here. Should still die. It's fine. Right, I do need to keep the... I forget that I'm quick. I mean, because I'm quick, I should have just took the light skift. Whatever. You think things through, and then it just doesn't really work out, does it? Well, that scares me. I don't know that that's even helping. Fuck that turn up a little bit. It dying is in my interest. Man, I may not want a quick tome Breaker Prince depending on the battle. God, I don't know. He's at like full health with 31 damage. Alright, we do it, but... I need to keep one of these coming back every turn. You know what I should have done? Didn't I see an Endless at that last steal? I should have just put it on the Fledgling Imp, the vanilla one. And then I could self-infuse it at the later Hellvent. Dark Deal, I think, helps us quite a lot. We're a little worried about offense. It could even be used to sacrifice an imp if need be. I don't think we want the reinforce. Especially with Chaste, I think we want that. So, I think we want Draw. Could fit my third imp on the floor with Pip, but I don't think that's... I don't know, it's not horrible, honestly. If it's sticking around and gaining rage, that is another strike, and it's another thing for some relentless bullshit to have to go through. But I think we want Draw. We would love an Ashes of the Fallen. We would absolutely love it. -2 in Intrinsic. Those are all crap. Wing Clippings is even just especially bad, I think. It would be great if I could get a Last Stand, but very unlikely to get it at this point. These are shit. Oh, hold my gold then. Faulty Loader... Maybe. I just don't think it... Faulty Loader is much better early. Like, buying it late... It'd be good against Penitent. I could maybe consider it. So again, I have Hell's Banners. The Stave already gives me 1 Ember even if I do choose to remove these shards, which I think I am gonna remove them. They don't need them. I think I don't need a -2, but I do need to get to 100 shards. Like, I could simply just get there by putting intrinsic and a -2 here. Then divinity gets pretty fucked up. And then my final hell vent can go on, I don't know what it goes on. Important work, maybe? Then it doesn't cost shards. Dark deal. I think either of those, maybe. Leaning toward the fledgling, or the important work, though. So I think we can do this. Plus, if I start Penitent, it would make it so I don't have to buy this faulty loader. I think that's fine. Alright, we'll get the other point of Brawler. There's the additional points of Wrathful are just shit. And I don't know. I don't really know that I want to remove any of these cards. Maybe the Sharpen. I think we're fine not removing for now. If I have a lot of gold to like potentially buy a bunch of stuff, we should be fine with this mark. Look at that. We start with all that. I do want the Rage, so we'll take the Ember Drain here. And I would love to put this here, but I don't know that I can. I don't know if that really helps me any, but we'll just say that it does. You get Ember Drain, but we can get out of it just fine. Hmm. 133 by 3. They'll hit. Alright, never mind. Let's give you some love. It's still awkward, like, I don't know, like, I think it was correct to put the whatever here, but we should be living armor, there's no question about that. Here, we'll even... Chaste I'm worried about, not gonna lie. Divinity I'm not worried about, but Chaste I am. Impressive is another way to kill our imps. And these are just awoken things. They suck. What more is there to say? They're horrible. They're not horrible in the right context, but just, I don't know. They're so underwhelming compared to the rest of the games. They have to have the worst uncommon pool. Like, yeah, they got Ensnare, but I believe I saw it earlier and I skipped it. I don't know why. Spike steel 1 per stack. Bleh. Refracting lenses. Bleh. Boon of the Blacksmith, maybe. I gotta put money on something. That's probably one of them. We would maybe double stack the Dark Deal for sure. Those are not happening, probably. Okay, we'll take that. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Boom, boom. Beautiful. That might have just saved the run, I think. Still gonna double stack this. I'm not gonna underestimate Chase and the bullshit that Chase brings to the table. Let's go 0 there for now. 20, and we really don't need to remove any cards other than Sharpen, but I don't even think we have to remove that. I don't even want a Surge Stone, I don't think. I could Surge Stone one of them. Okay, that we don't want. Yeah, we'll just go Surge another one, I guess, and bring this to 0. And remove... I like the units, I suppose. I can remove a Steel Enhancer, actually. I feel like the torches will just be useful for killing my own imps. And the Serpent just does give me a little bit of oomph. And I think we just dupe that. I don't know, though. The important work now becomes a little more enticing to me. Yeah, let's do the important work. Okay. I think we have this. Definitely those last pickups there. Right? We've drawn impressive and important work before any of our 5 imps. I'll try to keep it cool. I'll try to keep it fucking cool. But I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be a little bit of an issue for me to do that because that is some bullshit. Still no imps. Why not? Why not? Please give me one of my fucking imps. You fucking fuck. We want one of these to stick. Well, we're not quick. That's not great. So now our 3 Ember Drain. Now I wish I had that shard. Yeah, I can't get any Ember here. We gotta play one of these, so this just fucking... Whatever. At least they both die. God, Chase is such a fucking asshole. I'm gonna get Ember Drained once again, unfortunately. But only 2 this time, so I can Hell's Banners it back. I think we're fine with them both dying. Does mean it's harder to get to the Quick Tome. They're all gonna die. Let's move up. One of them comes back. God, I hope this is enough. So far it is. So yeah, it is enough. Perfect. But because Chase is such a goddamn asshole, it's gonna get the full fucking brunt of this force. Die, fucker. There's no way that this fight is harder than that. Zero chance. Not having my rage removed every goddamn turn? Yeah, it's gonna be easier. Just a thought. Not getting Ember drained all the fucking time. Still managing to draw this shit out of order, but sure. We do want this. I can get this to die, which I will. Alright, let's get you guys up in here. Up in here. Not that it matters. Oh, look. Mr. Objective here. Take that. Bull wings are helping me out, yo. I stand by that Wrathful pick. Look at all the armor I have now. I mean, you can compare it to my Steelworker, who's just barely breaking even. And I'm definitely glad we made that move. Might be able to get a flying kill here, it looks like. Never mind. Short by 96. Quite the opposite of 69, actually, but... Boat wings help me again. I mean, the Steelworker's losing health. But yeah, game. Yeah, that was a run. The early drafts were pretty bad, but after that, things were okay. I was still, like, nervous for most of the run until I saw these final two artifacts. I would need at least one of them to beat Chased, I think. I think without those, I probably didn't need both, but Gurg's Goad would help too, but like, maybe a Railhammer, anything to help with that Relentless. I think I'm clearing the waves no matter what because of the Root Split Mask, but I don't know, Root Split Mask does get removed from Chased half the time. We get it done. It was a tough one, definitely tougher than that combo usually should be, but my favorite clan, even though they betrayed through the early game, they came through. This absolutely was carried by Hellhorn and not Awoken. Let's put it that way. And, you know, Fledgling Imp, the Molting Imp Infusion was good. Steelworker, Dark Deal, important work. I mean, it only really did anything on Divinity, but still. And Impressive actually never was used. I was not impressed by it. I guess Root Siege is okay. That's about... And Wildwood Tome, I don't even know if it was good. If it was good in the Divinity fight, I'll give it that. But I don't know. Sharpened didn't... It's like... This was 100% Hellhorn. You could have mono-clanned this to Hellhorn, and I think we still win. I guess the Root Split Mask was alright, for sure. Was it, though? We still probably win without it. Yeah. For as bad as Woken, or as Hellhorn was early, they still were the 100% carry on this run. Awoken is nuts. Like, Awoken, really all they have is their good banner units, and if you miss on those, their spells are fucking horrible. They got nerfed into the ground. Like, even before the nerfs, like, they still didn't, like, scale well. But, like, I really think Preserve Thorns, and if not Preserve Thorns, at least Invigorating Solution needs to get unnerfed. Like, some of these nerfs that happen, they just need to get unnerfed. But I digress. Let's see what everyone else did. Ichigaz did the same thing that I did with flexing in Wrathful, though they didn't... I would say that they did not get the ideal version, which would be Brawler 2 and Wrathful 1, so I don't know why they took an extra point in Wrathful. That just seems a little wonky. I mean, you get literally more everything from just having an extra strike at that point. You know, you're getting an extra, 15 armor here. It's like 15 times 2 versus 10 times 3. It's the same. Rage, it's 3 times 2 versus 2 times 3. Again, it's the same, but, you know, you have an endless fledgling imp. Surprised they didn't fuse anything into this, either self-infuse or the molting imp. They went with the Husk Hermit. They found a holdover. That means, in my opinion, they're going to some low-value magic, so to get that 30 there, I guess. Sharpen Battering Ram. Reinforce? Really? I mean, I guess this works out. I would say that... I don't know, what Scorched Steel, so like... I definitely wouldn't take a Scorched Steel over a Root Split Mask, especially like... It would have just made this thing harder to die. And obviously a lot of good stuff going on here, but like when I look at all the differences, I think I would just prefer my deck. I think I have a stronger Prince. I think that while this is good, like I'd defensively be really scared in this deck. This is the defense plan. I don't know if I like that. And this obviously ends up good, but I still don't really know if I would have taken it at the point it came up. Like, obviously it worked out immediately because you immediately get the 1 out of 3 on that -2, but I think the choice was like Fledgling Imp or Hidden Passage or Vent, and I would have just took the Fledgling Imp for the self-infuse, even though I technically didn't end up doing it. The only reason I didn't do it is because it would be completely bricked. Hilariously low chance of that happening on that Hellhorn banner. So I still think I like the route I took better. I think this one could bust out in several different ways, differently. But yeah, I mean, I like a lot of the other stuff, like Gnarled Root versus Winged Indulgence. I might actually prefer the Winged Indulgence, I don't know. But they're all just super low value. I think I like what he did there with the Mark of an Exile, though, over whatever. I forget what it was. It was something really good, but it was like it just didn't make sense in the deck at the time. Whatever it was a sexy pick we had to give up for it. And then obviously it gets the good stuff there at the end, too. So we're both both our decks are really happy to see this. So I suppose mine benefits much more from the Ashes of the Fallen. Still gets it done. And then this takes, oh yeah, was it Firestone? Same. Oh, versus Hell's Banners. Yeah, I think, yeah, definitely like the Hell's Banners over Firestone. And again, not putting anything into the Fledgling Imp, I think, is a mistake. You should put something into it, especially by then. That's where your Hell Vents are happening. I just don't like this ritual play. If you didn't hit -2 specifically right there, like, it's just not, like, at 3. Keep in mind, we don't know that we have it also would have technically worked out because of Stave, but, like, I don't know. I feel like roughly 2 out of the 3 times this ritual is not a great pickup right there compared to just taking the Fledgling Imp. But it's probably just a minor qualm. Now, I don't know what's... Yeah, I don't know why the Horned Warrior here. There's no reason to be taking this over a Husk or a Steelworker. There's just no reason. So that's probably a big reason why they're losing here. And just, in general, these 45 shards could have been... I don't know. So I guess it's 25 of them were put into this. Trying to think where the other 20 are coming from. Just money, I guess. I mean, another thing is like 665 gold unspent. At the certain, it's like, I think I had a lot of unspent gold at that point too, but probably there's some hordes that were taken that didn't need to be taken. First one, I guess, is fine, but for wherever that second one is, I probably just wouldn't take that. They could have been at 35 shards here, and who knows, maybe that's enough to get through. They died to the waves here, which is interesting, considering they have Roost of the Mass. But it's not that surprising, because again, they took Horned Warrior, a 5 health unit, instead of a 30 health sweeper or a 15 health unit that provides 5 armor to the floor per turn. They also don't have the Molting Imp infusion to deal with extra help with the defense, or alternatively a self-infusion to help with hyper-scaling your floor. This is just a big miss here to take the Horned Warrior, I think. I don't know what the thought here was to take this over the whatever. You know what I mean. And then this is the Submitter, I believe. Again, I don't like the Scorched Steel there. At least they did this. At least they did that. But that's... What the hell? How is that even possible? The fuck? Okay, this is maybe not the original submitter, because this person is like... Unless a bug happened here, this is like cheating. I'm pretty sure. By Ring 2, how are you getting double Temple Infusion? Or like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. So... They're either playing with a mod of some sort, because they're at 100 shards already. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. They are technically the original submitter. So either a bug with the run result, they have a weird name, so maybe, I don't know if that's screwing with it. They also have Hour 12. I have to imagine that they must be doing some save file editing or something. It almost seems like... Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I was like, maybe they actually made it further in the run and somehow reverted everything back to Ring 2, but that doesn't even make sense because they would have had something other than Alpha Fiend, so... Yeah, I don't know. I think there's some save file editing going on here. Either way, it didn't work out, but... The funny thing is, like, I don't... Other than the Scorched Steel... Yeah, they have an Abandoned Stave. I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but... Hard to say what's happened here, but let's just assume a few things. Let's assume it was at Ring 2, and more or less, this is what was there. I don't like the Scorched Steel. We can ignore that. We'll just assume they went endless here, and I would say the Molting Imp here is like a little premature. I don't hate it though, but I think I would have waited to see what we're getting at Ring 3. Because you can just use the temple there. I do not like bringing this down to 1, and I don't like spending a Root Seeds or a Spell Chain there, so like... I'd say Shard's not well spent there, and Shard's probably prematurely spent there. But other than that, it would have been the same deck we had. They took an Ensnare, which I actually like. If I could go back, I would probably just take that, but neither here nor there. But yeah, I don't know. I think the way I went through it was pretty sense-making for when I did things at the point that I did them. Though it is probably a little concerning that I really did probably need one of these to win, Ashes or Resonant. I don't know that I beat Chased without one of them. But yeah, probably talked this one to death. That was a tough one, but we got it done. Capable fourth drink. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.